Hello dog lovers, welcome back to another episode of Dog Training at Home with me, Jarvis from Jarvis Dog Boarding and Training. Today I thought we would look at something that's on my phone. I'm sorry. How do I forget every time? Right, there we go. Today we're going to be talking about crate training and why it is a marvellous thing and not a prison for your dog. So crate training is marvellous if you get it right. If you don't get it right, it's not very nice. The purpose of crate training is to be able to teach your dog that they have a safe place that is just theirs where they go to settle. And when they're in there, it's time to be nice and quiet, to have something to chew on and to relax and have a sleep. Now, in order for that to happen, you need to be able to teach them that they are very tired, so you need to make sure that they've had lots and lots of exercise and they've had a full morning or hour or two of exercise and mental stimulation before they go in, because that means that they will be tired and they will understand the process. If you try to crate a dog that has not had exercise, you are going to be met with frustration, and that is not a good thing. Of course, you need to take the crate training process quite slowly. So in terms of a puppy, it's just making sure that they, are happy to run in after some treats, run in after some toys. Don't be in a rush to close the door. I have a whole video on crate training. Actually, there's a whole section on crate training in my VIP puppy training membership, so if you want to join that, please feel welcome, where I walk you through the entire process of crate training a dog, what to look for, when they're ready to close the door. All of it is there. It's about teaching them that it's a safe space, so making sure that they trust the crate is important. Being tired, trusting the crate, happy to go in and out, doing trial runs with the door closed with you there, then trial runs with the door closed and leaving the room momentarily, always making sure that they've got lovely food with them. Crate training is also very valid because puppies really cannot be left by themselves. So if you leave a puppy on their own and they are in a room that has not been fully puppy proofed, you may find yourself coming back to either a freak accident or something that's been destroyed that really shouldn't have been. There are lots of things where if dogs chew them or consume them, it's extremely dangerous. Wires and cables are a good example of this, and even if you hide them, dogs can sniff them out, particularly seeing as a lot of these things are coated in plastic or rubber, which tends to be what dog toys are made out of. So they sort of sniff out the thing that they want. So it's a bit like shoes. One of the reasons dogs like to chew shoes is because they're made out of a lot of the same materials as their toys are. They recognise the scent and they go after it. They've been encouraged to chew rubber. Most shoes have rubber soles. So essentially keeping your dog safe and contained while you pop out for a little while is another really, really important use for it. Also, this is an interesting one that I think people don't really know about, which is when you leave a dog to their own devices and you go out, if they are not in a small sort of contained space, they can begin to wind themselves up. And dogs can kind of learn and experience behavioural issues where they kind of psych themselves into it. If you've ever been to the zoo and you've seen an animal that's a bit bored and a bit restless, like maybe a tiger is pacing up and down the fence, dogs can start to teach themselves to do that. Now, being in a crate that is the right size so they have room to move about and stretch and lie down and have a chew and have a sleep on a bed or a cool bit, that's really, really good, because it stops them from learning how to do that. It stops them from running upstairs and looking out of windows. It stops them from running into the living room and jumping on the backs of sofas to look outside and bark at things. What they learn in the crate is you go in here, you have a chew, you're already tired, and you can have a nice settle. This is your place to settle. Now is the time to have a settle and a nap. Dogs sleep more than humans do anyway, so it's natural for them to go to sleep if nothing's going on. That's a natural behaviour to conserve energy. It's what they do. And you'll find it especially if you've got a rescued street dog. So by having them in a crate when you go out, you are able to ensure that they can't pace, they can't wind themselves up, they can't develop obsessions with, things that happen at the same time every day, like maybe there's a delivery person that goes by or something like that. you create some peace for them, which is now is the time, now is your downtime, now is time to relax, rather than I'm going out, have fun winding yourself up, have fun chewing something because you freaked out that I'm not there, and have fun, being left to your own devices. So it's much, much safer to have them in a crate. I think crates are brilliant, provided the dog is happy and understands the process. The whole point of crates is not to chuck a dog in there, shut them in, and ignore them. That is not the point. It's meant to be a tool to help facilitate certain behaviours that benefit both of you. And the last one for crate training, which I think is really important, is if you have everybody crated at night, obviously make sure there's room in the crate for a bowl of water. But when you crate train your dogs, if you can have them in a crate at night, if you have lots of dogs particularly, or if you're like me and you have lots of dogs staying, by having them in a crate, there is no chance of there being a disagreement between anybody when you're asleep. So it means that they are protected from one another, just in case, in the unlikely event that they decide they're going to have a fight, they don't. Now, dogs can have fights just like people do. We can't be expected to get along with each other 100% of the time. There are always going to be fallouts now and again, and dogs are the same. It doesn't matter how strong a pack is, now and again you might find that there is a scuffle. It might be really rare, it might be like once every 3 years or something, but I always say it's better to be safe than sorry. So having everybody crated and nice and safe at night, so that if they do have a disagreement they can't get to one another, is really important. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will post some more very, very soon. We're going to do one every day at 7 p.m. For as long as I can manage to do that. And I'm really excited. I hope we can reopen soon, but I have a feeling that probably the lockdown's going to be extended for a bit. So we'll see what happens, but in the meantime I will be here to serve you and to make sure that you are supported in your dog training. So have a great day, comment below, I'd love to know how you're getting on. Alright, bye!